Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.
And so it begins. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Sunday night. I love Sunday nights. Did I tell you I love Sunday nights? It's hard to get started over here on the Pacific Coast. It's only 8:30 at night, and it's a bitch. Because it's still daylight out. I mean, it's just, there's no windows. It's just starting to get dark in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California. But, you know, it's not even dark out yet. So I have to cut my day every Sunday. And that's, you know, it's just weird. It's discipline. How's everybody doing? I'm going to wait a few minutes, as we always do, because I know it takes a little bit for everybody to get started. But, you know, that's the way it is. Again, I know it's later in the Central Time Zone, and it's really late on the Eastern Time Zone, but that's how we do it. Eventually, it is what it is. But, you know, and we have the past week, we started rerunning the show different 3 days out of the week. Excuse me, from too much singing this weekend. We reran the show a couple of times, 3 times. I know, a couple, 3, it's all the same. Can't do math very well. But we did it during the week and a couple of different times during the week, and it helped. A lot of people can catch it, you know, different times during the week, because I get it. You got to go to work. I mean, most people are normal. I'm not. I'm not normal. Hey, love you guys. But the thing is, you know, that's we haven't even scratched the surface, and that's where I was really getting at. We were having a little meeting today, this afternoon, evening / whatever, and it's like, you know, this is the beginning. This is really the beginning, and one day you're going to go, wow, he was doing this, and it evolved into that, and I can't wait until it evolves into that, because I got lots of things I want to do, and we just have to expand. But I love you, my super diehard fans, and that's my biggest note I have right here. Thank you, my diehard fans, there's certain people, I mean, everything I do, the minute I do it, love, watch, share, all that. And I love you for it very much. It's not easy. You know, I mean, everybody, yeah, that's right. That's right. You know who it is. Yeah. Hi. Everybody wants to do something. I mean, but who can do it, and who can go through the pain and the effort of doing it and doing it and doing it until you finally get it? Because most people just poop out. It's just that simple. I don't blame them. I really don't. Believe me. There's plenty of times I'm going, why the hell am I banging my head against the wall? Why? Good question. I actually love what I do. I enjoy this. This 1 hour out of the week, I like it. It's just, I don't know. And it's going to get better, because in my mind, I see bigger, better things. I see lots of expansion, and we're going to have a lot more fun, and we're going to do a lot more things while letting things out and bitching about things. I mean, some people go, Peter, it's all this negativity. No, it's not. It's because we all go through crap in our lives. So talk about it, let it out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay? You let out the bad air, in with the good air. I'm not going to start playing chill music, I promise. But I do have music ready if nobody calls in tonight, okay? It's going to be that simple. But anyway, I do thank my diehard fans. And speaking of diehard fans, watch party. I want this is Facebook's thing, so I'm utilizing Facebook for what they do. You need to start a watch party, and I'm going to do it myself by the watch party. And reacted. I want to react. I have too many different monitors, and I see a lot of people doing different things at different times. It's confusing. It'll all level out. But let's start a watch party, okay? If you believe, you give a shit, you think I'm doing anything worth a damn, you'll go to the share button. Share. I'm going to do it too. All right. Peter, I like it. You go to the share button and it says, hey, do you want to start a watch party? I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's true. Watch party. Well, I'm going to start playing music because watch party. It just seems like you should be dancing right now. Hey, Connecticut, in the house. Long, many, many years. I was no, I want to say a child, but I was young. But I got friends, family, and strangers that are becoming friends and family to this show. It's real simple. I mean, we talk about stuff that really, like, it's okay to talk about stuff that bugs you because you get it out. And I'm all about getting it out. It's that simple. But before we even get started, and I need to do the watch parties too, and I wish you guys would take over this part. It'd be so much simpler. Peter, that's right, okay. So, oh, there I am. Okay, so let's share it. So, okay, so you go to the watch party, right? And you go, where is it? Start a watch party. And I want to start a watch party. Yeah, start one. Okay, there we go. I could not be here sitting in this seat if it wasn't for my beloved Bolt Energy. Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. Why Bolt Energy? Electrify your senses. These guys are workout fanatics. They came up with a formula with a scientist who's done it before, and they came up with something cleaner, enriched with vitamins and antioxidants. Electrify your senses. You don't have to drink a shitload of it, but it just gives you that extra little kick in the ass to, get going for the day. Believe me, I completely understand. Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. If not, you can go to Bolt Energy, drinkboltenergy.com, and order it online. Thank you, Paul, for reminding me last week. Paul's my Florida correspondent and right-hand man who sits and puts up with my shit and likes it anyway. That's what friends are for. That's right. Anyway, that's the whole deal. You need to... I could not be here. They help me out. I love what they do because they are serious about what they do, and I'm serious about what I do. So together, we just do what we do, okay? So that's basically it. Anyway, thank you, Bolt Energy, for allowing me to be here. It helps every little bit. Anyway, where the hell are we? June 30th. June 30th, people. Wait a minute. I'm still in the middle of what am I doing? Watch party. I'm still making these watch parties happen. Sorry, I got many pages and they make me do a bunch of stuff on my own. Notifications. That's it. I like that. And so the June 30th, halfway through the year. And I see what I just didn't do. Sorry, guys. It's like pulling a tooth. Speaking of pulling a tooth, I'm going to tell you something soon. Halfway through the year. It's June 30th. We walk into July very, very soon. And we started, beginning of the year. I did a couple of pre-tests in 2018, and here we are, halfway through the year. Show number 25. And I thank you. I thank everybody for doing this. But here's the deal. I need you to call in. This is a call-in show, 818-259-7983. Even if I start talking about something, I will stop to answer your call and tell me what's on your mind, what you're bitching about, what is bugging you. And I got stuff. I don't even read it. What's on your mind? Getting things off your chest, I find that people just need to be heard, want to be heard. I don't think that anybody gives a shit about, needing to fix your problems or anything like that, but it's just kind of nice to vent. It's like a pressure cooker. In the old days, my mother used to have this pressure cooker, and it had a steam release valve. That's what this show is. This show is a steam release valve. Capiche? And that's it. It's real simple. But that's what I do. For 1 hour every Sunday night, I decided for right now, until we do bigger and better things, that we are going to do a steam release valve. If you don't want to talk about something, I will talk about something. I have something every week that goes by. I collect stuff. I was going to say shit. I just said shit. Stuff that makes me want to talk about it because I find when I let it out, I just feel better. Start playing the chill music, right, guys? They don't want me to play chill music. Okay, so I want to do a watch party. Hang on. Watching now. Like, share. Hang on 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Okay. You know why? Because I want to share this with everybody. Because every week we are just barely scratching the surface. So I don't advertise. I mean, we do advertise, but we don't. And Facebook. I believe in Facebook. I love Facebook. I think Facebook is a great community of people that are just sharing their lives, and it's a big deal. And I like it. And I said, you know what? This is kind of crazy. Nobody does this every week like a TV channel, but I'm going to do it like this every week like a TV channel. And if somebody wants to call in at 818-259-7983, you can call in and say, hey, Peter, I think you suck. Hey, Peter, I love you. Hey, Peter, what's going on? I just wanted to call in to let you know I'm there. Or you can add your little comments online. I'll get to them after the show. I listen to this show every week many, many times. I learn from the show. Speaking of learning from the show, last week I gave credit to a caller that called in. His name was Jeff. Major problems in his life. Major problems. And I saw him crying on Facebook a lot because I monitor Facebook. I mean, if you're on my page, I see what's going on. That's what I do. I watch Facebook. A lot of people are busy. I find when people are happy, they're not on Facebook as much. They're too busy being happy. But a lot of people, you want to share things, and I get it. I totally get it. So he shared a lot of stuff. Excuse me. And I was watching him, and it's like, so I said, I gotta give this guy a call. We have to talk about. I want to know what's going on in his head, and we did. And he was kind enough to share a lot of crap in his life. He didn't go into like explicit detail, but there's a lot of problems going on. Baby mamas, 3 baby mamas, 3.5 kids, almost 4. One's on the way, and there's a lot of crap going on. So he was cool enough and brave enough to say, okay, you guys going to talk to each other? Hey, Carla. That's it. Paul says, hey. That's the problem. There's so much stuff going on this thing. It's just hard to keep up. Either way. Okay, so he talked about stuff, and the whole time, and this is the good thing about listening to the show, because sometimes when you're talking, you don't hear yourself, and including myself. So I watch the show. I have to watch the show because they're cutting clips through the week to promote the show, and I watch the show because I have to, many times. And I kept telling him to stay off Facebook, like not stay off Facebook, but quit airing your dirty laundry on Facebook. And the more I kept listening to it, I'm telling the guy something. I worded it wrong. It wasn't the way I wanted to be. Hello, I see you. I see you. I love you for staying up and watching. Little old me. So I'm sitting there, and I listened to the show last week, and it was like, I'm telling the guy, just stop putting all your bullshit on Facebook. Stop telling the world, but he was crying. He was wanting to be heard. But really what needed to happen is he needed to stop the bullshit. He needed to stop doing the dumb shit that he's doing, and now I don't know if he's incarcerated because he had to go to court and there was some consequences to pay for all the stupid shit he's done, which he clearly admitted, which is cool because, I'm hoping he turns it around. Life is short. He's got children. Anybody who knows me, it's all about the kids. Got to be a decent parent, which there's a bunch of them, but it's a bunch of people that need their asses kicked as well. And the whole thing is that he needed to stop doing the things so he wouldn't be crying on Facebook about the shit he's doing. And that's the problem, because he was doing a bunch of stupid stuff on Facebook, and it's just, why am I getting... Hey, do you hear that? Please tell me... I hear... Man, oh man. Do you guys hear that? And now it's gone. Anyway. Please track that down. I hear a buzz, like an electric buzz. Too much electronics. Anyway, so that was the deal. And I the whole time I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't say it correctly. And it wasn't about just airing your... Most people tell everything on Facebook. That's why I do a Facebook show. Facebook. Next best thing to be in there. I mean, we all interconnect. I love Facebook. Don't get me wrong. This is why I'm doing this. I get to stay in touch with, places that I love very much, like Pensacola. I grew up, and whatever, my Connecticut friends and L.A., the whole deal. I like it. People across the globe. I have many friends in many places. But I think I kind of worded it wrong, and now the next time if I do get to talk to him anytime soon, I want to express that because it really wasn't about what he puts on Facebook. He just needs to stop doing the shit he does so that way it doesn't happen, period. And that's the key right there. So anyway, but all right, so Watch Party. I hope all you guys are clicking on Watch Party. Okay, 818-259-7983. The bottom line is that, oh, wow, that sounds better. Ears were up, half out, much warmer. Is 818-259-7983. I want somebody to call, anybody. Let's talk about something. Otherwise, I'll just keep on going. I got a whole list here of things. Actually, I got we got two. We just jot stuff down. It's really simple. In a week, the crap that goes through my life, my life is far from cake. Far from cake. But we talked about Jeff, the watch party. Okay. Oh, also with the watch parties, like I said, if you miss the show, you can just go to my page and you can watch so much stuff on demand. Or you can go to YouTube. There's tons of stuff on YouTube. The shows aren't watched so much on YouTube, these current shows, Life of Peter G., but there is a lot of stuff, older shows, multi-camera interviews, because I'm more about, with the actual Peter G. show, about surviving divorce and single parenting. The thing I wanted to do with the Facebook show was a spinoff, and it's a little bit more about let's just whatever you want to bitch about and get off your chest and have a phone number. You call me and let's just talk about it, because I find that when you talk about stuff, sometimes you don't hear yourself as well, but when you talk about it, you kind of get the message later. And better sooner than later, but you know what? It's better to get it than to not get it. And that's that. 818-259-7983. Wow, it's going to be one of those nights, huh, guys? It's okay, because I got a list of shit. Where are we at? I went to the dentist this week. They've been telling me for months. I had an inlay in one of my molars, and I'm very, very lucky. My teeth are pretty good. I haven't had a whole lot of problems, But they did put an inlay out of a cavity some years ago. And every time I go to the dentist or go anywhere, the eye doctor, which I recently went to the eye doctor too, I'm not into sales. I'm not into somebody selling me something just because they need to sell me something. I'm more than happy to pay for something I need, but I'm pissed when they're just doing stuff because they're trying to, upsell, keep their business going, doing bullshit for what they don't need to do. And I'm sorry, but I just want straightforward. Do I need it or I don't need it? Please. So for a while, they've been telling me, oh, your inlay, this one inlay, it might be cavitizing, and if it cavitizes, then you may need a root canal, but you're going to need a crown, because we're going to have to take that old inlay out and clean it up, and if you're lucky, don't let it go long, because, hey, Pepsi. If you're there, we don't want you to otherwise you're going to need a root canal. It's like, I have never had a root canal yet. You know what? That's pretty good, right? I just talked to somebody today, and they said, man, I've had every tooth done and this and that. It's like, so I'm very blessed in many ways, even though I think I got a million ass aches. So they want to do, so finally I said, all right, I'm going to do it, because I was scared now, because I've let it go for quite a while. And I said, I need to do it. The last thing I want to do is have a root canal, friggin' root canal. So I go to the dentist, I got insurance, but it still costs money after that. The insurance, they charge, they go, okay, we're going to say this root canal costs $30 million, and then we hope that the insurance will pay us the $1,000 that it's going to cost, and you're going to have to pay $550 of it. Yeah, that too. So, Pepsi, you don't know. So I went and had it done, and I made an appointment, and I went in and I said, I'm going to bite the bullet, and they go, well, she's going to have to, we don't know if you're going to need a root canal now, because, it's been a while, and once they get in there, well, you may have to see a root canal specialist, and it's like, fuck. I don't want to tear my tooth apart, because I'm leaving, I don't want to tear my tooth apart and then have to, patch it up and go see somebody else because you can't do it. But at the same time, I wanted to have it done. I know, Tooth Talk. Hey, welcome to Tooth Talk. Want some music? I can play music. Because nobody's friggin' calling tonight. It's one of everybody's watching. So, are you sharing this? Or did you start a watch party? Don't be a party pooper. So I go and I said, screw it. I'm just going to have this done. And I like the dentist. She's really nice, and I really think she does care, and that means a lot to me. I like consistency, but so I lay down. It took them two tubes of Novocaine and two tubes of lidocaine to get me numb. And I told her, I said, I've had this problem. I'm a little bit. It takes more than usual. Okay. So it took them a while to get to where they could do the work. They started doing the work, and you're laying back, and the cool. I guess I'm getting to the point right now. So I'm laying back on the chair, and they're starting, and you could smell the material burning. But there's two faces. This is one dude and a younger guy, and he's got the going on, right? and they're right in my face, and I'm back on the table, and my phone. So I have the phone in my hand, like by my stomach, because in between they had to numb me up so badly that I kept, like, I was calling my daughter because she, and I'm FaceTiming with her. It's like, this is the world we live in, and so. So they get going. So the minute they walk in the room, I shut my phone, just shut it, but it's resting on my stomach. So all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're gonna try again. It's like, bzzz. So I'm back here, and they're right over my face, and I see this one guy on one side, and she's on the other, and they got the mask going on my face, and it's like, okay, now let me know if this is gonna hurt. And I'm going, and it's funny to me because so she's got the shit in my mouth to keep my mouth open, and I'm starting to laugh because I'm visualizing and going, God, I need to be filming this. This is going to be so cool. So I'm trying to get my hands up my chest because they're really close to me, and they're going, what are you doing? I go, I want to see if I can film this. This is really funny. And she's going, Peter, stop. I'm trying to do the work. And it's just like, also I'm thinking about something I could upload for you guys because they're on my face, and you just see, glasses. They got the friggin', spurt shields and all that kind of stuff because there's like water spraying all over the place, all this mist, and it's killing me because they had to keep stopping and shooting me up until they got me to where my face wasn't even there. But I wanted to film it. I really wanted to film it, and I just couldn't get my hands because they're so close to me. I need to get my hands up, and I needed to be like this under my face, and the whole time I'm picturing all these different angles. I'm going, this could be really funny, but I couldn't do it. You had to have been there. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, but it just sucked because I could not. I wanted to share it with you guys because life is short, and to me, it was worth it, but I couldn't do it. So I apologize. So I hope maybe so they finally got it done. And I mean, nowadays, they have these 3D printers, so to speak. The guy goes in, he takes a picture with like this long toothbrush-looking thing, takes pictures of my tooth before, and he takes pictures, and then they cut out the here's the part too, the inlay. When she was finally drilling it out, she you can hear it because the big old suction thing. He had this big thing, and all of a sudden you hear. She goes, whoop, there goes your inlay. And so finally, I had this thing in my mouth. I couldn't talk. She finally takes it out, and I go, I'm going to miss that inlay. And she goes, why? She goes, I go, we've had a lot of good times together. And she looks at me like, what? I go, we went to dinner a lot together, that inlay. We've shared many meals. And she's just like, stop. Anyway, the jokes kept going, and they were free. But I wish I could have shared that. That was the best way I could do it for you. And that's that. That's my dentist story for the week. And until somebody calls 818-259-7893, I'm going to move on to something else. Because if I have to talk this whole show, it's not the first time. Too many shy people. Everybody going online going, yeah, we love you, Peter, man. But nobody sharing, calling me, saying, hey, Peter, on the phone. I get a lot of stuff during the week, too. And again, God bless my diehard superfans. I love you guys. Believe me, at the end of the day, you guys will be remembered very much because, we just scratched the surface. There's so many more we're going to get to, but that's why it's so important. You have to share this stuff. But that was my deal. Also during the week, plenty of ass aches. Someday, again in the book, I'm going to explain them all. But leads me to some things with you guys because I know everybody up. Excuse me 1 second. Let's call. Hey man, how you doing?
Hello, sir.
Whoa.
How are you doing, Mr. Peter G?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Have you recovered from your procedure?
I did. It took. Well, actually, I'm still pretty sore on that side. I take a few Advils because they poked me and scraped and clawed a good bit, but I'll live.
Okay. Well, I was just calling to inform you that I am a professional.
Dr. Pepsi?
I am a professional at disposing of unused pharmaceutical painkillers.
They did not give me any Pepsi.
Oh, well, damn. Then I wasted this phone call.
Yeah, probably so. But they didn't give me no gas. It was lidocaine and Novocaine. That's it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, man, no way.
Yeah, way.
A root canal?
No, I didn't get a root canal. That was the whole thing. They opened up the tooth, and thankfully, I didn't have to. I just needed a crown to replace the inlay.
Yeah, but they drilled on you, right?
Oh, yeah, they did. And
you saw the smoke rising up, right? You know what that smoke is, right?
No, I don't. It stunk like hell.
That's your tooth, man, going up in flames,
yeah,
right? And you smelled it, right?
Yeah, I did smell it, and that was weird.
It's not too pretty, right?
No, it's not pretty at all. But that's why I wanted to film it. It was pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, well, you know why they don't let you film that, right?
Why?
Because of liability.
Liability to what?
Medical insurance is very expensive, sir.
Yeah, I know. I'm paying for it.
When they do an oopsie, they don't want you to have it on film.
Oh, but it was funny. I mean, I was sitting there and I was dying. I'm going, I needed like multi-cameras to catch every. Yeah,
because hey, man, we don't.
Who doesn't like a good dentist film?
Yeah,
oh boy,
huh?
Oh boy, who doesn't like a good dentist film? Clip.
A dentist and their malpractice insurance company.
There's no malpractice. I'm all good, bro.
Well, I know. But
just in case?
You're all good now, but they don't know that.
Well, I know, but it wasn't even that. I just couldn't get my hands in the right spot to do it. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "This is good video," and she don't know what I do. I didn't tell her, and I go, "I think this is funny," because they're just right over my face, one on one side, one on the other.
Yeah, I know.
You're usually
about as funny as the last time I went to my doctor.
That's a long time ago.
Well, he said, "Man, you got to stop masturbating." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because I'm trying to examine you here."
Yeah, I remember that. Oh boy, hang on. So I think I got something for that. Hang on.
Anyway, dig the sound effects, man. Hey, man, you must, man. It's improving, huh?
Yeah. I got an idea.
Very nice.
I know. My boys have hooked me up. Because tonight it's been like this.
Hey man, well, now that you got a big budget and whatever, the next time I come to the show,
yes,
I don't want you,
I
want you to pick me up, man.
I thought we did.
No, not a sidecar on a motorcycle. Okay, you need to send a town car. Okay.
Yeah, it's a town car, all right.
Hey, what's up for 4th of July anyway? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July coming up. You know what? haven't even gotten that far yet. Tonight is the last day of June. It's amazing how quickly half of the year has gone by. Show number 25, by the way, folks, and I thank you. But
time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does. We've managed to make it through, and somehow, I mean, I just never know from week to week who might call and who might not call. It's just weird. But oh boy, are you okay? Are you okay? Hello?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
As you were saying.
Oh boy. That's a good one.
As you were saying.
As you were saying. Some good stuff, huh?
Damn, that was a bell ringer.
Really? That'll.
Hello, Mary.
Oh boy. That's good.
As you were saying, 4th of July, you got big plans.
Sorry, you threw me. Yeah, no, I don't. That's the whole thing. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing 4th of July. It's coming up. Are you there? Oh, you're there. Hey, let me catch this. Somebody's calling from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay,
Happy 4th of July.
I love you.
Have a great one.
All right, see you later. Hey, Live
at
with Peter
all.
G. Who's this?
Mhm.
Hello.
But like I said, I hadn't heard from her for 9 years.
Yes.
Right.
And out of the blue, she starts all this shit up.
Who are you talking
I mean, my family at the moment is, because we didn't know who it was and who was behind it all,
to? Right.
it's actually caused a lot of conflict.
Wow.
More than you actually know.
Right, yeah. You said that you
what
took
we
her
found-
in when she needed it, right? Because she was homeless. Like, you helped her and you helped her kids out. I remember you told me that story. And that made me feel really bad. Like, legitimately, I felt really bad about it.
Hey.
Well,
I
see,
didn't know what I got myself into.
Hey.
I'm a lot older than her.
Oh, boy.
I was more like her
Really?
mother. So, yes, but to do all of this,
I like it.
it was sort of, a bit hurtful.
Mm.
But at the same time, too, I'm as good as the next person. I can take a joke, and I know that whoever was behind it all was
Wasn't
just
me.
trying to get their jollies off.
And, you know,
And
and I just want to put this
thing
out
was-
there. I'm sorry, go ahead.
now, because it's been going on for so long, my family want to get to the bottom of it.
Right. I
And they're
understand.
pointing fingers at other family members.
Wow.
And it's now got out of control. I had my stepdaughter here last night abusing me at the front door
Mm.
because I actually thought it was her doing this.
Wasn't me.
No.
And there was some sort of story that she may have gone to Tamworth and spoken to Amanda and given her all the information that she needed to carry this out.
Right.
And so, there was a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of
Oh, boy.
verbal abuse going last night at my front door.
Shit.
Because my family, my immediate family, want to get to the bottom of this.
Me too.
And if my stepdaughter was not involved, then I sort of need to know. But Amanda's not going to tell me this.
Mm.
So
Wow, but-
it's just actually snowballed now into something humongous that didn't need to be. And this is what she does. It's drama in her wake. And she doesn't realise how serious this all is. And she's turning around and she said to me yesterday that, you know what, Leanne, just take it to the cops, let the cops sort it all out.
That's right.
It's all well and good for her, but there's other people now involved, and
Ooh.
she's like a storm in a teacup.
Who?
Right. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know if she, you know, like, if she's, like, keeping herself in solitude after all the, you know, the guys she's been with. And this is going to sound really stupid and pathetic, and, again, I'm ashamed of it, but, I mean, you know, she's had me doing this crap for a while now, and she paid me in wine casts to do it, and I felt stupid for taking that bribe, but I did take that, and it's something that I wish I could take back. I'm really sorry for that, but you know, as soon as like as soon as I reached out to you to let you know that, you know, she did it. I just want to let you know that I realized this is wrong, because I'm sure that I've caused some sort of stir up over there, and I didn't really mean to.
How about
But,
talking
yeah,
to me?
I do acknowledge the fact that she does need to seek help. She does like to cause drama, and I don't know what her problem is. I guess she refuses to help herself.
Maybe we can talk about it on the Peter G. Show.
To me at the moment, where she absolutely destroyed her life, and she couldn't believe that
Didn't we hear this a few months back? Somebody played me a recording.
she actually lived up the road, and her name's Leanne. And Amanda did fuck her husband.
Oh, dear.
And Amanda did walk into her life and destroy it. Now she doesn't have her husband. She's had to move in with her mother. She lost her house. She lost her job.
Oh, boy.
And it's destroyed her world.
That's
and
crazy.
now Amanda's now doing the same thing with my life. She's now doing it from afar, destroying my world.
Wow.
Can't we all just get along?
What was her last name?
Oh boy.
Because you're Leanne Benson,
Here we go.
right? Yeah, she told me your last.
We're not going to start mentioning names. I don't know who's playing this. I don't know if it's recorded, but we're not going to. Somebody's really smart.
If Amanda's told my husband,
I think I heard this months ago.
my husband would not have taken any notice of Amanda, for one.
But it is kind of interesting.
I know with my whole 100% heart he had no
I don't know what the hell's going on. It's an Atlanta number.
lie that she told you.
Who is this?
And the other reason
Look it
is
up.
there was always 3 kids in my house, or actually 4. Her 2 kids and my 2 kids.
Right.
So they wouldn't have had time to even get together.
Okay.
I'm ready for July. I just crazy.
I'm hosting a show host, I think.
Like what? I don't know if she's someone else now or what. Because I told her I didn't want to do it, and then she screamed at me.
Oh. It's a murder mystery.
Like I told her that I'm ready for July, right? I'm actually ready for July, and
I'm ready for July too.
she screamed at me and told me to get back there. She was going to threaten me. She was going to try to blackmail me to my family about my sexuality again.
What about your sexuality, dude?
I don't know. She's got like vendetta, and she'll hold anyone's information hostage if they don't serve her needs.
James from Culver City. I don't know what the hell I'm listening to, but somebody's really smart. What's going on?
Yeah, they're hijacking your show.
How are they doing that?
I don't know.
Yeah. They're not really hijacking because I don't know who the hell it is. I got them on hold. We can listen to
Kinda
more
boring.
of it. But yeah, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But the thing is, they could be hijacking it, but the problem is nobody knows who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, hijacked. I got their hijack. At least they could at least, if they were smart, they'd keep announcing what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be fodder for some other show.
I guess. I mean, I swear, to me, it sounds like we listened to that in the past. I don't know why, but it sounds really familiar. But then again, I always think everything kind of, I don't know, everything sounds the same. What's going on, you twisted fuck?
I don't know.
Really? You're mellow tonight, huh?
A little bit. I just had lunch.
You always have lunch at this time. Don't you think it's a little late? It's 9 o'clock.
Hey, I work for a major studio, so.
Yeah, that's right. You're a movie mogul.
Something like that.
I've been thinking, and don't take this in the wrong way, I've been thinking about you lately because you are pretty messed up. I just want to let it be known. Because I listen to the shows a lot, and it's like, and when you told me about some things you've talked about to your mother, I'm going, really? Really? It just bugged me a little. I'm going because I could never do that with my mother. I'm
a free thinker.
Yeah, you're a free thinker, but I'm going, and you tell me all these things with your dad and this and that, and I'm going, yeah, it's a little unusual, but I don't know, I don't know, but all's well that ends well. It's really quiet tonight. Everybody's watching. Nobody's talking. Yeah, dude, what the hell is going on? Exactly. I think somebody's trying to hijack my show, but I don't know what they can get out of that because I don't know if they hear me or they're just playing their stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Or are they recording me commenting on their stuff? I should have started saying, doing the Peter G Show ad. But oh boy, see, I gotta figure out how to not let it beep like that. Anyway,
when are you going to get the ability so we can have multiple callers on at the same time?
I need a bigger budget, dude. I just got through talking to somebody about that. It's just, I'm almost there, I think. I'm not sure. We haven't tested a few things, but just because I've been so busy, life goes beyond this 1 hour, believe it or not. It's crazy. And you know what? I love this 1 hour. I really do. There's times when I go, I love doing this. I can't wait to do it better and bigger. But yeah, I do want to get there. But it really is all about budget and manpower, budget, the whole deal.
Well,
what?
I have a question for you.
Sure, absolutely.
It's been bothering me now for a couple weeks.
I'm here.
Okay, so you've posted on Facebook. I've seen pictures of your daughter.
Not many, but yes.
very attractive, very lovely girl.
She's just a good kid.
I think the world over. I see so much promise for her.
Okay.
So my question for you is do you hate your ex-wife that much that you want to scar her with this show?
I don't think this show scars her. I don't really bash my ex-wife, and that's the whole thing.
No. You're missing.
Maybe I am. Please reiterate.
Okay. You've stated previously that your daughter doesn't like you doing this show.
She doesn't understand why I do this show.
Right. So have you asked her, does she dislike you doing the show?
I think she would prefer I just be doing something funnier because she knows, I can do funny stuff because I like funny. But, but I don't expect her to understand. At the end of the day, she really is a child. You know what I mean?
Well, right. And in a way, you're kind of crossing that line that we've talked about before where celebrities take away their children's right to privacy to be kids.
Right, but I'm not out there promenading her. When it comes to certain things, like I posted on Father's Day a picture of me and her, I'm proud of my daughter. I'm very blessed that she has been the easiest part of all the chaos in my life. I don't think I'm scoring, just messing her up. She states her opinion, but then she moves on. I mean, I don't think she watches this stuff, and we don't really talk about it a whole lot. But
no. I mean, yeah, I don't think she watches this either.
Well, she could. Sure I don't know what she does when she's with her mother.
I'm sure she's feverishly texting someone as we speak right now.
I doubt it.
No, what happens though is like if someone comes up to her at school, at the mall, over at her mother's.
I wish
place,
I was that
says,
popular, James, but I'm not.
Your dad was talking about you on his show.
Yeah.
That's when the line gets crossed.
Well, here's the deal. Number one, I wish I was that popular, but I'm not. And number two, her kids, her friends, I don't think that their friends are watching this show. It's just not. It's not.
It could be anyone. For all you know, somebody watching the show could be a friend of hers.
It can be, because believe it or not, when we were when I go to Florida, I have a pretty big fan base in Florida because they're friends who started out and they share. And so we went somewhere and I went and played because when I go to Florida, I get to sit in with a lot of people and go play because I've grown up with these people. And we're there one Sunday afternoon. And this woman walks up to me. She goes, "I love your show," and I look at my daughter and I look down at her and I go, "See?" And she just looks at me. It's going to take a while, but she accepts it.
You've had a couple of callers who call in and they've talked. They know you. They know you.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
They know about the debris of your marriage and all that.
I got a lot of friends.
I just think it would be healthier for your daughter's sake.
Yeah.
If we never speak of that creature again.
We really
that you were married to.
Well, no, I don't. I really don't involve because I'm done. But the thing is, sometimes there's a story that I need to tell, and it's not a bad. Again, I don't bash because at the end of the story, I always say I married the woman, I loved the woman, and I had a child with the woman, and so I loved her. But things changed. And it's real simple. I mean, I always tell her to her face. I say, you know what? Because sometimes I get pissed off because there's situations when I go to pick her up. Not often anymore. We've kind of grown out of it. But a lot of times things have happened and it's, you can't help it. It's just natural. You talk in front of that child, but she's old enough. And I go, but I loved your mother. I mean, that's why we had you. And I always.
Yeah, that's.
Look,
children are highly perceptive.
They are, but mine's got an intellectual sense of street smarts, and she can differentiate the shit. And I do try to limit it, but sometimes there was times in the past where I'd get so you just do, and pissed off. And you just I don't know what goes on. Let me tell you something. I believe there's much more shit talk over there than over on my side because when I was married and prior, she had 2 kids prior, but it was only her because her kids were young, so she wouldn't talk stuff. But the thing is, as they're older, she's now got a sister that is 10 years older than her and 19 years older. So when she was in the house, there was a lot of adult talk. So I promise you, there was more shit talk, and my ex would not like to talk shit in front of her kids, but the kids talking shit, I'm sure, was unstoppable. But
right, and you see, you're touching on a very a very common thing that
Yes.
happens is that
Absolutely.
parents start talking. They're talking to their friends, or
That's
they're
right.
the adult talk,
That's
and
right. And
they
the
don't
kids are
realize
there.
that the child's
Sponge.
taking it all in.
Sponge. Yeah.
Oh, dad's a deadbeat. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, or mom's a whore. You know,
Absolutely.
whatever.
And I could only imagine what she thinks of me doing this, because not that I suck for doing this, because I'm really doing this more to support people that are going through a lot of crap in their lives. I truly believe, especially with this show, that it's good that people want to be heard. It's not about fixing you or anything else. It's good to let it out, to let the pressure cooker, as I spoke of earlier in the show tonight, to let it out. And that's all I'm doing. I'm letting people get on here to let it out. And sometimes listening to yourself afterwards, you kind of hear your own solution. You just couldn't hear it while you were talking at the same time, including me. But I know her mother more than likely goes, he's just stupid. He's got this dream. He's going to be a big shot and this and that. I don't want to be a big shot. I just like what I'm doing. I really do. My heart and soul is into this. I have so many things I want to do that are bigger and better for this show. But for what I have to work with now, right now, this is the best I can do. And until I get somebody who steps up to the plate even bigger to take me to another level, this is what I'm doing. But, man, the ideas and the goals are way bigger than this,
Well, okay, so let's go down that road.
Mm-hmm.
So someone does come along and they say, "Hey, we think we can do something with this show." Now it does get to where it's off Facebook, and that there's actually, you become a name, and people know who your daughter is, and they start talking.
No, they won't know who my daughter is by then. I mean, she's growing.
They already know. It's already out there.
Yeah, but big deal. I mean, a couple of pictures, she's changing and growing. I mean, that doesn't mean I have to talk about who pays attention. And if they do, so what?
And then, God forbid, she ever goes, "Oh, yeah, Peter G's my dad."
Well, no, that's...
That asshole's your dad?
Well, she, you know what? Look, again, maybe I am an asshole. I don't know. A lot of people say, I love what you do. I don't think
guys,
I don't. Well, no. Women too. This show, especially when I started, they're going, is this a guy show? It's like, no, it's not a guy show. I just happen to be a guy, but I give a shit about people who give a shit. There's crap women and plenty of crap men. So I'm not that. But you know what? I'm hoping one day she'll go, that's my dad. Because I do have some morals, but you have to have a balance. There's got to be some funny, there's got to be some truth in the whole deal, and some decent information to make everything work. It's that simple. And I think I will do that respectfully in a certain way. Like, I don't want to be Maury Povich. I don't want to be Jerry Springer. I don't want to be friggin', some people go, oh, what are you trying to do, a Howard Stern show? It's like, no, but you know what? He did something, and he did it. It's that simple, and he became very successful at it. And he's changed over time, but, we all do things and you grow. I just believe in this because I know there's a lot of people that need to get stuff off their chest and a lot of people that got nobody to talk to. So all I'm saying is, hi, my name is Peter G, and I'm listening, if you want.
Okay. Well, to the people that are listening right now, why don't you guys chime in on this? Do you think Peter G should end this show for his daughter's sake?
I wish it was that simple. Here's what I would do. Oh boy, did I just cancel out? Oh, son of a bitch! I just killed I had chill music ready to go, and it's all good. Now I want to chill. I don't think anybody's gonna call. It's one of those nights, you know what I mean? They all chime in later. I get it. It's late in many parts of the country. This is when I decided to do the show, and I just had to kind of go with it. And it is what it is. But that's the.
They're
best.
Busy drinking their Bolt Energy drinks.
Speaking of Bolt Energy drinks,
brought to you by
Bolt
Energy.
I like Bolt Energy. I mean, this guy's you know what? And he's a divorced dad. And he's got his share. One day I'm going to have him on the show again. Put him on the show back in 2016 when we were doing private, film and editing and all that kind of stuff, when I was first starting out. And he came on the show.
What's their tagline, Bolt Energy?
What's their what?
What's their tagline?
Electrify your senses.
There you go. Yeah. Bolt Energy. Or here, let me do it right.
Oh, boy.
Brought to you by Bolt Energy. Electrify your senses with Bolt Energy drink.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I usually
try it.
Thanks. I will. Later.
Let's hear your radio voice.
Hey, coming at you.
There you go.
20 past the hour. Hey, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No, I do have that voice, and I can do that, but I just choose to be me. I got to be me. But, whatever I do, I'm taking it, when I don't know who's going to call on this phone. That's the whole thing. I'm waiting for a douche, when the douchey people, the really ones that hate me, call, and then I got to deal with them, too. Even like the way whoever hijacked the show, I swear, the more I think about whoever just called prior, I heard that conversation before. It's a pre-recorded conversation. Why they did it and what they're going to get from it, I do not know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Come on back to where we were.
Oh,
so
boy.
I would like you to do me a favor and
boy.
report on it next week.
Yes.
I'd like you to bring this call up with your daughter, and I'd like you to ask her if she would like you to stop doing the show.
Oh, no. She would like me to stop doing the show. I can tell you that already. I don't want to throw it in her face. You got to understand, though. But there comes a time to where I'm the adult and she's a child. So it's not, it's not hurting anything. I've already full on, when I accepted what I was going to do many years ago, I had to step forward and go, I'm going to do it. I don't expect her to understand. As she grows into an adult, it might get a little easier for her, especially if it becomes more and more successful. She's going to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's because it's who I am.
Yeah, if you get successful and you get the sender and you can say, well, this paid for Harvard, honey.
That's right.
Then you've got a legitimate argument at that point.
Well, there's my point. And you know what? That is a big part of it. This is what I count on to be my career, not just I'm doing it because I got nothing else to do. I got plenty of stuff to do, but I truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe in what I'm doing, and so I'm doing it. It's that simple. I don't want to do anything anymore that I hate to do. It just doesn't work for me. I'm in my own skin. This is who I am, period.
Energize your senses, right?
No, electrify your senses. Write it down.
Electrify. Okay, I should.
Write it down. And at the same time, believe me, there's been very few times in my life when I had something in my gut that said, this is what you need to do. And I hadn't had that feeling since about 2003 on the last record of a band that I played with, that we spent lots and lots of months putting together an album, a CD, whatever you want to call it. And right after it got mastered, it was getting ready to be mastered, the lead singer says, you know what, I want to be a Christian. I want to go into Christian entertainment, and just walked. And it just left me high and dry. And but that kind of feeling when you step in, you go, this is where we're at, and this show is, I truly believe in it. It's just as simple. And I'll just keep doing it until somebody else looks at me and goes, this guy's for real. I think we can do something. And if not, I'll just keep on doing it, and we'll keep on growing, and I'll start my own channel, GTV. It can be done. Everybody's doing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even advertise. I mean, this is strictly whatever's coming out from me is coming out. I don't spend money for advertising, which is stupid. We should, to grow. There's a lot of people, Midwest, all that. We're not even scratching the surface. But I just keep saying, it's like, you know what? Well, it's going to be a good story someday.
Well, before you do that, you got to get the ability to have multiple callers on at the same time.
Yes and no.
So you can be the moderator.
I do want to be the moderator, and we're getting there. I think that will probably come to us, though. You got to think about it. I mean, we're only show 25. I think that's probably going to come by the fall, more than likely. I mean, believe me, just today we were messing with stuff, but and I've got people working on things because they keep telling me there's going to be a latency and all this kind of stuff. But they told me that 3 years ago when I said, I know we can put a phone call into this whole deal, and they go, no, it's going to have a delay and blah, blah, blah. The only delay it has is you, the listener, if you're trying to listen to the call at the same time, which my buddy Groucho has been a, prime candidate of wanting to listen to himself while he's talking on the phone. I mean, he made a big example of that. But for everybody else, everything worked perfect. I knew it could work. So we'll get it. I just have to get there. One step at a time, my friend.
Okay.
I do want to be the moderator, believe me, because I have professionals. I got people that I want to have on the show, and I want to have the ability for somebody else to call in to talk to them. And I've been holding off on them, but man, life is just busy. Again, I'm treading water in my own way. Again, it's going to make a good story.
Yeah, because I know right now there are people listening, watching the show
that want to talk to you.
Well, I'm sure they have stories of their own mother and father, things that scar them, things that they can't shake, no matter how many times they close their eyes, how many beers they drink.
Speaking
they just can't get that image of their dad standing there butt ass naked in front of him,
Oh boy,
yelling at him.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
That's right. I wouldn't give you the sweat off my balls was my dad's tagline.
I know. Love is love. But you know what? I think if that was the case, though, they'd be burning up the phone line right now trying to get in while we're talking, and we're not. It's quiet. I can see that there's, again, that's why the more callers, the more people I get to become fans of this show with watch parties and people sharing, the more odds of somebody having the guts to call in. That's the thing. I truly feel we have not even scratched the surface. This could take 3 more years of just doing this to get to that. But we'll keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the next time I call in,
yeah,
we'll talk more about the whole how we were as guys, how we were set up to fail.
Oh boy, you in the
beginning.
We talked about that. You gotta let it.
There's more to it.
You gotta let it go.
Here,
all right.
Here, I'll tease you. I'll tease it for you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Men and women arrive at the same place, but at different times.
I don't understand.
Say that. Sorry?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay. If you and a woman, girlfriend, whatever, are having a debate on an issue, the man will say, I want to sleep on it.
Really?
And literally, he needs to sleep on it, where the woman can process it emotionally much quicker and much faster than we can.
Really?
So she's already made her decision. She already knows where she's at, where the man needs to sleep on it and actually process it and take the time, but he eventually gets to the same place.
Really?
This is the conflict that goes on and on and on. And then there are other times that the man goes, no, we're doing this now. This
Correct.
is where we draw the line here.
Right.
And then the woman needs to go through the emotions, and then she eventually gets there. So it's a two-way street.
Right.
But that's why as men, we are not emotionally equipped to handle relationships. It takes practice. It takes time. It takes counseling.
Okay.
So yeah,
I dream.
A lot to go on there.
I guess I'm not sure. I haven't been in that situation in a while. I mean, I've had many times where I've jumped to a conclusion and thought it out and said, you know what, I just thought a little bit too quickly, and my emotions just kind of kick in. Sometimes I need to breathe. I'm learning on that I need to take a deep breath before I speak sometimes, but I'm not sure.
I'm sure your daughter has come to you when you've said something or done something, and she's made you think of, oh, yeah, I didn't think of it from your perspective. I didn't see it like that. Kids have a unique way of pointing out our flaws.
No, she's awesome. I'm very blessed with her. Sometimes when I'm under pressure, like when my father passed away, my head was spinning, and I'm plowing us to Florida, and just the little things, and she was like my sense ability. It's amazing how street smart she is and common stuff. And I appreciate that about her. She's really, really even keel, and she has a good thinking process, and I'm very proud of her. I mean, today when we talk, I always call her before the show, and that's the whole thing, because I want to talk to her, and I go through my same old routine. It's like, I just wanted to talk to you, and you're my world, and prayers before you go to bed. Okay, Dad, love you, and Daddy's got to go now. He's got to do his little show, and there's always this little bit of silence, but I mean, she knows what I do, and this is what I'm going to do because Dad.
Examine that silence, please.
Please,
for me, for the messenger, for James and Culver.
Yes.
Go, bring up this call with your daughter.
I can't.
And see if she.
I know the outcome, James. I don't have to. I don't want to. She won't want to sit through the whole thing. And
No. Just talk to her about it.
Yeah,
please don't let her listen to it, for God's sake.
Believe me,
Spare the child.
Unfortunately, yeah, exactly. I couldn't do it. Believe me, we talk about it a lot, and I tell her how important this is to me because I feel that there's good that comes out of it. And again, the biggest thing was in the early days, she thought I was talking about bashing her mother and my relationship and this and that, and it's not. I do use some scenarios as example, but it's not. It's not. And everybody and anybody who knows how much I love my child, but I'm doing this for many reasons, and one of them is because it helps me help. I don't want to help people. I'm just sharing stories that to help themselves. I'm no professional.
You love what you do, right?
I do. I really do, and I don't think I'm hurting anybody because people get to hear themselves, and I really think it does a lot of good, letting steam off the pressure cooker, and including myself. But I do. I love this.
When she's old enough
Yes.
and able to handle it mentally,
Yes.
maybe you can bring her on the show and
Maybe.
let her take a walk with the messenger here. See what we find.
You know what? You're deep, man. I don't know. That's scarring material. Tonight you're really mellow. I appreciate that, but I mean, sometimes you go off into that deep, dark, tangent, and it's like, holy crap. Maybe you do need some couch time.
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah, but
We
it
could
is.
dedicate a whole show to the drama I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
right
pretty
now.
much, and and I'm
with my mother's estate.
Oh boy.
Which has been going on for 7 years now.
All right. Well, that's something to talk about. I mean, it sounds like a clean subject.
Oh yeah.
But not tonight because we're running out of time. But I do want to tell you that at the end of the day, I mean, I appreciate you because for some reason you're magnetically calling and listening, so something good is coming out of all this. I don't know what it is, but you did say it was a cheap copay, and I'll take it.
I do this for other reasons.
Really? Care to
good practice for me.
Okay. Well, it's all good.
Thinking critically on my feet in real time.
Well, good. And you know what? I'll take it. Welcome to Life with Peter G.
All
the Peter
those budding
G Show.
Comedians out there, call in. Have something to say. It should be
boy.
very entertaining for you.
I guess I'm
Good
waiting.
place to work out new material.
I'm waiting. I wish they would. I can touche them because I do want to keep it evenly balanced, but it's all good. But anyway, either way. All right, James, look, we'll have to pick this up next week. We're already a minute over, and I'm getting the signal.
Yep, wrap it up. Let's go.
Love you very much. Thank you so much for keeping it under control tonight. I appreciate that.
All right, peace out.
All right, peace
Facebook.
out. Yep. There you have it. James from Culver City. He's a frequent visitor. Tonight he kept it under control. I don't know who called prior to that, and I swear I heard that conversation. It's bugging me. We're going to have to pull up somewhere. Somebody did that before, and I don't know what the theory behind all that is and what they're getting out of it, but I wish they would have elaborated a little more. It would have been cool if we could have had a little bit of interaction instead of just calling me on this bullshit. But that's it. What's going on here? I do. I really love doing this, and I hope that you guys will share and do watch parties when you see this and share it with your friends, because here's the problem. You may be doing okay. Your life is pretty good, but you have no idea in your friends list in Facebook who might need this. They might be able to say, like, yeah, I don't mind listening to this guy, and I don't mind calling him because I want to get some shit off my chest. It doesn't matter if it's about your job, pressure. I mean, life is a bitch. LA life is just run, and it gets old. I mean, even for me. And I like what I do. But I love what I do. And I want to take this to bigger steps. I need your help. If you give a shit about this, you'll like and share every Sunday night here on Facebook, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, and 11:30 on the East Coast. I'm here. You can leave your comments and thoughts on Facebook. You can call the number 818-259-7983, and you can leave messages for the show. Tell me what you want to do, or you can call the show when we do the show. I can run overtime. I can do whatever I want, because even though I have Bolt Energy as my sponsor, they just said, just do what you do, man. Just do what you do. Believe me, the momentum picks up through the week. We'll be rerunning this and rebroadcasting this a few times during the week, because there's people that can't stay up late, but you can watch the shows on demand. It gets uploaded the next day onto YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram. Next week I'm going to start bitching about Instagram again. The freaking thing is killing me. I don't know what it takes to get without kissing everybody's ass on Instagram, but I'm tired of it. Next week, last show in LA before I finish out the month in Florida. And we'll be in Florida. I'll be in Florida. They're sending me solo, and that's really kind of tough. I do have a little bit of help while I'm there, and I appreciate it. But Gulf Coast, Gulf of Mexico, I got a ton of stuff some family business to take care of, and I need to be there. But show must go on. So that's a big deal. Let me know what you think. I love you guys, both men and women. The women are friggin' awesome. I mean, again, they're the ones who speak out privately to me, but I need you to be more verbal, but sometimes it takes a little bit of warming up, getting you ready to come on this show. But nobody knows who you are, and that's the beauty of it. With Facebook, when you're pouring your heart out, prayers for so-and-so, or I'm having a bad day, and this and that, they all know who you are. At least if you call on the show, it's just so-and-so. Nobody knows who you are, but you can get your message out there, and maybe there's something worthy that other people need to hear. What else we got going on here, boys? That's about it. Okay, that's it. Love you guys very much. We ran overtime because when things go good, there's something to talk about. But, I can stay. But it's usually just about an hour show. That's it. Anything else, leave your message. See you guys next week right here on Facebook, Life with Peter G on the Peter G Show page. And hopefully, again, share. That is crucial. I am doing something that most people will not do. Nobody comes on at the same time like a TV channel on Facebook. And that's okay. I mean, I'm sure there's probably an easier, better way to do it, but I truly believe in my Facebook people, the community. Facebook is big, but you have to be a certain age to go through a bunch of shit in your life to understand. You can't be a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old. It doesn't matter for them. They got their Snapchats and all that kind of stuff, okay? So from everybody here in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California, to you out there, we'll see you next Sunday, last show before we go to Florida, and do it from there. And it'll be easier for me over there because it'll be 10:30 at night when I'm doing the show live. So I can enjoy my Sundays over there because there's a lot of water stuff and people I want to see, but it's hard to cut it short because I have to be here roughly by like 6 p.m. for an 8:30 show. And over there, at least I can be there by 8 p.m. for a 10:30 show. So at least I get to enjoy the day a little bit more and not have to cut it short. Okay? All right. Peace out. Love you guys very much. And don't take no shit from nobody. Want to hear from you, let me know, okay? Bye.
Peter G Show.